Hi, I'm Arielle Ford, and welcome to Meet the Experts. My very special guest today is Amelia Pinter, and she is a transformative educator and an author. Amelia, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Arielle.
Great
It's my pleasure
to
be
meet
here.
you. So tell our viewers a little bit about you and what you do.
I wanted to be a human being, and I wanted to be the best human being that I could be. My personal story is I was born in a situation where there was no love expressed. My mother couldn't love me. And I want to know why. What had happened to her? I was so interested in nature and surrounded by natural order amongst animals, caring for their infants, a natural order and a natural nurturing. She called me a worthless child. I want to know what had happened to her. My father left me in a crying room of a childcare facility and left the country. It was only then that I thought, okay, I must be completely worthless. Nobody would tell me anything, so I relied completely on my own feelings and information that came to me from inside. It got me through so many challenges and accidents in the home that I was maybe supposed to have. And a very, very serious car accident, coma, 15 fractures or more. And it took me that to get it together. I was doing very well with going by my feelings and information from inside, but then to not attract the same suffering had become my familiarity. So it was about making a choice. Maybe it took 15 years of recovery. So now I am reconnecting with society. And I used to say I studied the human being. People went, what? And I'm noticing my species unhealthy, unhappy. In Australia, where I'm living at the moment, so many people are on, they call it depression medicine. And I know I can help.
Well, share with us more about that. What is your mission and your vision, and how do you do what you do?
Interesting question. It would have to be because of love. It would have to be the mission. We are about feeling love, receiving, giving, and then managing our thoughts and our feelings. What I'm doing is I'm writing. To get the information out there, I want everyone to know we are incredible. Everyone is living, oh no, everyone. Living as a smidgen of themselves. A smidgen. I think, therefore I am. No. I feel, I think. I speak, I create, therefore I am. We have it partly right only. I want everyone to know what they are as much as they know about architecture or construction or their dog. It just makes sense. So writing, being published with Deepak Chopra, Wayne, I'm so honored, In the Spirit of Success. My own book, Living in Me, The Field Guide to Being Human, or Complete Guide to Being Human, not sure which is the most appropriate name there. And education curriculums, Special Me, I call the one in the primary school. In Australia, in primary school, if a child loves itself, it's a case of playground torment. Oh, he loves himself. Special Me. We are so much more inside. We are the kings and queens and masters, mistresses of all ourselves, our thoughts and our feelings. I want everyone to know what they are. I want everyone to be able to join me around a fire, in a woods for a dance and a song, in celebration.
Sounds like you're going to really change a lot of people's lives. So I know you do a lot of unique things. Let's talk about just a few of them.
I think languages is probably an area where I feel people find that quite special. The Hungarian, I think, with the brain, with being an awareness with sound. When you have more languages and you're activated, the brain it becomes familiar. So I find it so easy to pronounce other languages. Hungarian is like no other one. My father could speak a number of languages, so I just knew I intended to do more. And it's helped me so much with just learning about us. So I don't experience cultural barriers. And I know what we are. We are our language. It's what differentiates us from other primates. We have language, and it is more than just words. It is who we are. It is our personality. It enables me to just connect with anyone. I connect with the soul if you say the word of someone. So I'm implementing, in Special Me, I want everyone to just learn, on my websites too, Language is Life, everyone. The courtesies of all the languages. There's no need for us to just be doing English, but personality doesn't come out. We are meant to know languages. It is what we are inside. We're meant to know a number of languages. And then I want everyone to learn, hellos and thank yous and the courtesies of every child in the class. We're meant to know a number, our own local colloquial tongue, and then all of the surrounding ones. The English language is built up of lots of other languages because it didn't have those words. And we are our vocabulary. Our vocabulary that comes out of us is what is inside. And if people are limiting their vocabulary, in Australia they shorten words, and they don't know what they're doing. It's lovely to do, yes, when you're familiar and you're being friendly, but you need to learn the whole word to master it inside. The brain is growing in there. So shortening words, we're actually shortening our capacity within our own brain. And we're having a situation where English is now, the language of trade, but we are, I call it stifling, going to chronic deficiency syndrome, what that is, how we are living, we're suppressing ourselves. We are vast and we are magnificent. There's the universe inside, and the very intent of thought creates the neural synaptical pathways for that, to hold that. And I feel like sometimes some people, I'm being like this much of me, and come on, wake.
Yeah, you have a lot of energy and enthusiasm. Can you share with us a success story of somebody that you've worked with?
I find that I get most touched, by expressions or the faces. When people say, I've never heard anyone else say that. Yeah. Or one woman, she looked at me and she said, I'm not too scary for you. I went, no. Just the more suffering we contain when it's released, the more joy we can experience. The universe doesn't do space. It doesn't like spaces. And actually, it means you can contain more joy the more you have suffered. We're meant to be releasing it, not holding on to it. People only have problems because we're walking around with them like their favorite coat, holding them to them. We're meant to be fresh like we've just arrived on the planet, in our adult form, in the here and the now. And there are techniques to release it. It's just energy. So yeah, I love it when I'm helping someone to release years of pain.
Is there one technique you can share with us right now on how to release some pain and bring in more joy?
Okay, there are many of them. I tend to go specifically for an individual. What I feel is, and it's quite a personal thing according to their life and what I feel is the most familiar to them. So, but a very, very good quick one is, and people know that there's so much more to them. There's movies like Phenomena and Limitless. People know. So I say to people, imagine you're another spirit. Say, what's your favorite? Bewitched or Harry Potter or Red Dwarf, Body Swap. I was a fan of that movie, that cult series show. Imagine you are vacated and another spirit is just landing in your body for that day. Get an idea of yourself, your hands, and okay, right? And who is this person's life? Okay, they've got that dog and that husband and that job. And then live as that. Make do for that one day. make use of that individual fitting in with their life, if it's just for one day. That's a near-death experience tactic, to feel that complete energetic and emotional detachment, and then to be more awake. And then to have that detached feeling and notice how you feel. Notice the weightlessness on the shoulders. Notice the freedom of movement and how more free you can feel to breathe. And notice also the space between the thoughts. Our mind is just the foyer to where we access our files from. It is when we can control our thoughts, that's when we open ourselves up for every other sensation. Energy spent on thinking cannot go into feeling. Mm-hmm. And when we can find the space between the thoughts, life is magnified and the feeling is magnified, and we know how depleting we are of our own life if we're just thinking about what happened just yesterday or 2 days ago. It's just, it happened, resolve it, read our own feelings and our own thoughts, know what they are, and then let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Self-mastery is what I teach, and self-mastery is essential for happiness.
And it sounds like really one of your gifts is leading people from their head to their heart. So how can our viewers learn more about you?
I would love to hear from people. I would love it. I have a Facebook. They can contact me through that, Amelia Pinter. I also have Celebrate Sing Dance website, and Language is Life Everyone. And I just do a blog on the WordPress, Amelia Pinter, which I send out to the other ones.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, thank you so much for being with me today.
It's been an honor, Arielle.
Oh, I've enjoyed it.